Good morning, students. This is the geography class for standard 8, and in this class we are going to discuss the chapter 3 of geography, which is mineral and power resources. We are continuing discussing about the resources. In chapter 1 we have discussed about resources. In chapter 2 we have discussed the land, soil, water, natural vegetation and wildlife resources. In this one we are going to discuss about the mineral and power resources. We will separately discuss about the mineral and the power. Mineral as a resource first comes, what do we understand by the term mineral? Mineral can say it is naturally occurring substance which has definite chemical composition and structure. Naturally occurring substance which has definite chemical composition and the structure. From the minerals a word comes that is called ore. Ores, if we divide ore, those minerals from which can be extracted easily and economically. Easily and economically. Those minerals from which metal can be extracted easily and economically. Easily means conveniently, सुविधा पूर्वक. Economically means कम खर्च में. It means our expenses should not be more. So those minerals from which metals can be extracted conveniently and economically, easily and economically, it is called ores. It means all ores are minerals, but all minerals are not ore. Simply says all ores are minerals, but all minerals are not ores. ores मिनरल है, लेकिन सारा मिनरल ओर नहीं है. क्यों नहीं? Because from each minerals we cannot extract metal easily and economically. सभी से आसानी से हम मेटल का एक्सट्रैक्शन नहीं कर सकते हैं, इसलिए सारे मिनरल्स को ओर्स नहीं कहा जा सकता है. इट मीन्स it is simple definitions. Ores is the part of minerals. It means it is those minerals in which the chemical composition and existence of a particular metal is more. So it is called ores. Now we will define the classifications, how we have classified the ore. अब देखिए, minerals. Metallic and non-metallic. One is metallic, another one is non-metallic. What does the term metallic means and what does the term non-metallic mean? You will read in chemistry about the metals and non-metals. Metals have characteristics on which we are classifying the metals on the basis of their existence, their appearance, their chemical reactivity. All the which we divide it on the metal and the non-metals. If you see the things around us, if you see the gold, you are seeing the silver, you are seeing the iron, you are seeing the copper, you are seeing the aluminum, zinc, etc. These are the metals. But if we talk about the sulfur, if we talk about the phosphorus, if we talk about the other things, it comes non-metals. Characteristics, how we define the characteristics? Metals are solid at room temperature. If we say all the metals that you see around us, your utensils, the doors, the windows, which are made of metals. One questions might have been coming to your mind. So the bucket which is made of plastic is also solid at the room temperature. Is it metal? No, it is not the metal. It fulfills one characteristics. And this characteristic is that it is solid at the room temperature. One metal, it is mercury, which is liquid at the room temperature, but it do not possess this quality of being solid at the room temperature, but it has the other qualities. Metals has a shine. When it is rubbed and cleaned, it gives out a shine. When a utensil becomes dull at your home, if you rub it, if you clean it, it gives a specific type of shining. एक चमक होती है. Non-metals do not give such type of shining. Mercury is the shining that you due to this shining it is used, and other characteristic also there. Due to its shining and equilibrium expansion, equal expansion, as the heat increases, it is used in the thermometer. Using the mercury in the thermometer has the two reasons. First, its expansion is uniform with the variation in temperature. And second, it is a shining when you use the thermometer and see it, you will see that white streak line is going, that is the mercury, and that it identifies us to find out the temperature of the body. It is the characteristics. Non-metal do not possess such characteristics. उसके पास ये characteristics नहीं होती है. Metals have high melting and boiling point comparison to non-metal. If you use the plastic bucket that you were saying in the earlier that it is a solid, the room temperature can be say if the metal, no, because the another characteristics. It is the melting point and boiling point is very high in the case of metals. If we simply take the melting point, leave the boiling point, the temperature at which a substance starts melting means converting itself from the solid state to the liquid state. Solid state to the liquid, it is melting point. Can you melt the iron at the so low temperature? And what about your plastic mug or plastic bucket? By using the matchstick, by using the candle, it can be melted. But same thing can be done for the iron, gold, silver, aluminum, etc. No, because they have the very high melting points. That's why plastic, which is solid at the room temperature, no problem, we cannot say the metals. Then we have got the characteristics that it is solid at room temperature, it has a luster, metallic shine is there. If you use your bicycle, if you are seeing the motorcycle, if you are seeing car, it gives a specific shining, the metals that you are using, the wall, window, whatever it is made up of. When we rub it, if you say, sir, my window which is made of the iron grill, it do not shine because the surface has been oxidized. So if you rub the surface hard, you find a shining surface is coming up. So metal has a shine, luster. It's melting and point remains high, but it is not happening in the case of the non-metals. Then metals can be converted into the thin sheet or in a wire. Can we draw the wire out of the plastic? Can we draw the wire from the coal? So metals can be hammered and converted it into the thin sheet. Non-metal cannot be converted it into the thin sheet. जो वायर बना होता है वो मेटल का होता है. It can be drawn. It means the ductility and malleability. Ductility means it can be converted into the thin wire. Malleability means it will be converted into the thin sheet. The sweets that you eat, it has the paper pasted on it, and that is paper of the silver foil that we said. अब सिल्वर को टच कीजिएगा, हार्ड लगा, so thin होता है कि it is so soft we used to eat it. The silver foil is being pasted. Aluminium foil we use to wrap the food and bread. When we take it, our lunch outside, we just wrap it into the aluminium foil. So you do not get wastage, खराब नहीं होगा. Then metals conduct electricity. Do plastic conduct electricity? Plastic does not conduct electricity, but the same thing is in the case of metal. All the metals conduct electricity. So these are the features of the metallic and the non-metallic substance. Metallics conduct electricity, means all the features and which has not been found, it has been categorized as the non-metals. Then metals further can be classified. How metal can be classified? It further can be classified into two parts. One is ferrous and non-ferrous. Ferrous and non-ferrous. It can be classified into the ferrous and the non-ferrous. As the name suggests, ferrous is the chemical name of iron. It means it contains iron as one of the ingredient or the magnetic substance. And these are the free or presence of iron and magnetic substance. Silver, gold, platinum, all comes in these categories because in its soul, iron contains or magnetic contains was a property that resembles with the iron that is not found. Means iron, इसमें iron रहेगा as one of the, इसमें iron नहीं रहता. That's why we say one as the ferrous. Ferrous is a chemical name of iron. Another one is the non-ferrous. So we have classified. The metals have been classified metallic and the non-metallic. Then we have classified the metallic on the basis of ferrous and non-ferrous. We have got the characteristic of metallic substance. Which are the metallic substance? We have also got the characteristic of metals. What are the characteristics of metals are there? क्या क्या characteristics है? Solid at room temperature, then it has a luster, then it conducts electricity, then its melting and boiling point is high, and so on. Many characteristics that we have got, ductility, malleability, all we consider these are the characteristics of metallic substance. But it does not happen in the case of non-metallic substance. So this is the classification of metal and non-metal. From where we are getting it? Occurrence. So where it could be occurred? These are occurs in the earth crust. Simply, the minerals are found in the earth crust, and we have discussed naturally occurring substance in the earth crust, which has the definite chemical composition and the structure. So we have to take out, we do not extract the minerals, actually we extract the ores, and you have got the difference between the minerals and the ores. So don't confuse. लिखने के लिए मिनरल्स लिख देते हैं, लेकिन हम लोग ओर्स का करते हैं. क्यों? क्योंकि all ores are minerals itself, but all minerals are not. So we will extract only which are the ores. It means which can be extracted easily and economically. In the resource we have discussed already. The uranium in the Ladakh region, the resource is there, but we cannot extract it easily and economically. Somewhere the minerals are so deep that we cannot extract it. If you have heard, you might have heard about the Kolar gold field. It is in Karnataka near the Bangalore city, maybe around 75 to 80 kilometers from the Bangalore city. It was a single gold mine in India, but it had become so deep that we cannot extract the gold from this mine easily and economically. पैसा खर्च ज़्यादा हो जाता है from due to to depth and extraction cost increases that it has been stopped. इसलिए ये बात ध्यान में रखना है. इसलिए अनइकोनॉमिकली ऐसा नहीं है कि माइंस आ रहा है निकालते जा रहा है, कॉस्टिंग का कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ रहा. कॉस्टिंग डज इफेक्ट बिकॉज आई हैव ऑलरेडी गिवन यू इन द डिफिनेशन. क्या बता दिया गया है कि ओनली दोज मिनरल्स फ्रॉम which metal can be extracted easily and economically. कम खर्चे में आसानी से पोलर गोल्ड फील्ड में आसानी से और कम खर्चे में नहीं निकलता. इट टेक्स मोर टाइम. That's it is clear. Then extracting process is there. Mining, quick mining, drilling and quick. अब माइनिंग को दो पार्ट्स में डिवाइड करते हैं. ओपन पिट और कास्ट. माइनिंग, सॉफ्ट, how do we extract the minerals? It depends their availability, where it is available. If it is available at the shallow depth, it means no much depth, it means we started digging it and taking out the minerals. It means not so deep from the earth's surface. When it is not so deep from the earth's surface, this type of mining मतलब खोद के निकालना, open pit mining. Sometimes it is also called the rat hole mining also. तो इसको निकालने के लिए इसका दो नाम हो जाएगा. Either say open pit mining or you can say open cast mining. बहुत ज़्यादा डीप नहीं है, 2 मीटर 4 मीटर 10 मीटर 20 मीटर 50 मीटर पे ऊपर से खोदते जाते हैं. मतलब कि वहाँ का डेप्थ गहरा होता चला जाएगा. हो सकता है कि टेबलेट बन जाए, हो सकता है बेंच टाइप का स्ट्रक्चर बन जाए. इट डिपेंड्स वेयर इट इज मोस्टली अवेलेबल. वी डिग इट आउट, मतलब वी डू नॉट मेक ए ट्रेंच टू गो इनसाइड इट. सो वी से ओपन कास्ट. It is very much related to quarrying. Quarrying is also the open cast mining or open pit mining, where it is related to the diamonds and house building materials. So it comes the quarry. Same open cast, not so much depth, a little depth when we take it out. Diamond, if you go to the Madhya Pradesh, their quarrying is taking place. They are taking out the diamonds. They are searching the diamonds. So it is coming as the quarrying. So we have got the mining when it is no, but when the metal or minerals are found inside the deep into the earth crust. So we have to make a tunnel and thing it. It means upper surface, ऊपर वाला पार्ट समझ जाएगा, and ये अपर सरफेस है and we dig it and go inside it. Inside में गए और यहाँ से minerals निकाल लिए. Depth में यहाँ से नहीं. We have not made the digging from here. It remains. It acting as a roof. And this is a vacant part. खाली हो गया. It has been used up. यहाँ से आएगा निकालते चले जाएंगे फिर यहीं से बाहर निकलेंगे. This part is called the shaft coal. We are using the coal for this purpose in India. Then even the some fuse or minerals are found so deep inside the earth crust, which is in the liquid or the gaseous state. When it is the liquid or the gaseous state, it might have been clear to you. We are talking about the petroleum and natural gas. Simply, we are talking about the petroleum and natural gas. And if it is petroleum and the natural gas, then we cannot go deep inside because it is so deep, and when we try to dig it, it will difficult. And when it is liquid or gaseous state, it is difficult to take out by using the shaft mine. So we drill it, pipeline has been drilled, and through the pipeline it has been being extracted. If in India, if you see the Bombay High, in the Arabian Sea, just near to the Bombay city, oil is being extracted. समुद्र में देखिएगा रखा हुआ है, उसमें से जलता रहता है आग, और एक छोटा सा स्ट्रक्चर दिखाई देता है, इंडस्ट्रियल टाइप स्ट्रक्चर. किसी बॉम्बे है, ये समुद्र में है. समुद्र के नीचे से हम निकालते हैं. अब समझो समुद्र के नीचे, ओशियन के नीचे से जाएंगे. वी आर गोइंग डीप इनसाइड इट and we are opening the open cast. Is it possible? Not possible. Then what process we are using it? We are using the drill. The gas is also extracted by the same process. So when the minerals are in the liquid or the gaseous state, we use the term drilling. Nahi, so what will happen? It will be difficult to store it from where we are extracting it. Imagine करो कि अगर गैस भरा हुआ है सिलेंडर पे, जहाँ पर सिलेंडर का ले लेते हैं. Transfer from the gas from one cylinder to another cylinder. Do we allow the gas to escape into the atmosphere? खोल देंगे, चला जाएगा, फिर उसको भर देंगे? नहीं. We have to use the pipeline, small pipeline. कभी देखिएगा गैस फिलिंग करते हुए. It means we have to use the drill. At your home, how you are taking the water? By using the hand pump or the motor. When it is at the shallow depth, we use the hand pump, and hand pump pipeline हो गया, it is the drilling हो गया. And when we use the motor has been used, sucking force is created through the pipeline. It is the drilling. हम घर पे पानी निकालते हैं. What process we use it? Drilling. This is examples. This is the example of drilling that we use it, and we have already discussed the quarrying. Quarrying is type of open cast mining, and what is the basic difference we say if it is related to diamond and other house materials, related house materials. Basically it is a diamond, so it comes quarrying. So minerals, we have got the classification of minerals. Minerals has been classified to first metallic and the non-metallic. Metallic minerals further has been classified into ferrous and the non-ferrous. That we have got it. Now we have also got it by what process and how we extract the minerals. In this one, we have discussed the three basic features. One is the mining, drilling and the quarrying. In mining, we have divided it further into two parts. One is the open pit or open cast mining, another one is the shaft mining. And open cast mining is related to the quarrying. It is same, almost same, but the minerals has been changed. If it is comes the diamonds, then we unhoused materials. We say diamonds, basically it comes the quarry. And shaft mining, when we make the tunnels to go inside and upper layer remains after the roof, and from the within we take it out. If you go to the Jharkhand, Odisha, Chhattisgarh areas where the coal is being extracted, it is same. ऊपर से पता चलेगा कि कुछ नहीं है, नीचे पर खाली है, उसमें से क्या कर दिया गया, coal has been taken out. So I do hope you have got the minerals, their existence. In the next video, we will discuss the occurrence and other things regarding the minerals. So I do hope you have understood. Go through this video very carefully and also go through your textbook. Without textbook, you cannot confirm. As soon as you go to textbook and see the video, it would clear your idea and vision. Thank you. Go through it.